So, Grokipedia is here. It is live, everybody. And it's a rival to Wikipedia. It's AI powered. And it's an encyclopedia, much like Wiki. It's developed by Elon Musk's XAI. And it launched on the 27th of October 2025. And apparently it is being billed as a neutral encyclopedia that is purging propaganda. So Wikipedia's co-founder has repeatedly claimed that Wikipedia has been captured by left-leaning editors who enforce bias, blacklist conservative sources and whatnot. And it's obviously true. On the blacklist of Wikipedia sources include Daily Mail and Fox News and things like that. And their approved sources often include crazy neo-Marxist things and feminist news outlets. So if you want to see how Grokipedia works, have a look at this. It's not just an updated Wikipedia, apparently. It shows what was wrong when Grokipedia is updated, why it was wrong, and what got fixed. If you highlight any line and flag it and add context, you yourself can change the information on Grok. Grok will consider your edits in real time. If you contrast this to Wikipedia, which isn't powered by AI, the final decisions are always come down to a human, and humans are just like you and I. They have their own biases. So people are speculating that human judgment with AI in Grokipedia could result in the best and most complete source of truth we have ever seen. So if you want to compare some wiki articles to Grok articles, you can make up your own mind about which is better. So for example, if we look on Wikipedia for the Ovid K. Eintine Axine, it says they were widely credited for their role in reducing the spread of Ovid K. Eintine. Okay, reducing the spread, interesting. If we go to Grokipedia, it says real-world effectiveness against transmission proved limited. On Wikipedia, it says conspiracy theorists claim Ovid K. Eintine leaked from a lab. On Grokipedia, it says experts are split. Here are the sources for the House report on the lab leak and the scientific sentiment studies. So obviously that second statement is true. So the more articles you compare between Wikipedia and Grokipedia, the more you can see that Grokipedia appears to be much more truth-seeking. There are, of course, other comparisons I can give you to show you how Grokipedia is more reliable than Wikipedia. Let's look at the George Floyd entry. They say George Floyd was an African-American man who was murdered after he used a counterfeit $20 bill. Derek Chauvin, one of 4 police officers who arrived on the scene, knelt on Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes, fatally asphyxiating him. Let's have a look what Grokipedia says. So it's a bit more verbose and a bit more boring, but I'll take that if it's more truthful over Wikipedia's embellishments. Grokipedia says George Floyd was an American man with a lengthy criminal record, including convictions for armed robbery, drug possession, and theft. He was arrested in Minneapolis after he used a $20 counterfeit bill. During the arrest, which involved resistance from Floyd, Wikipedia didn't say that, who repeatedly stated he could not breathe even before being placed prone. Wikipedia didn't state that. Officer Derek Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds while he became unresponsive. The Hennepin County medical examiner ruled Floyd's death a homicide due to cardiopulmonary arrest, with contributing factors including fentanyl intoxication and recent methamphetamine use. Toxicology tests detected fentanyl in his blood, a level associated with overdose fatalities. So none of that was on Wikipedia. That is the truth. Why was it not on Wikipedia? You can make up your own conclusions. In my opinion, it's because Wikipedia is gatekept by leftists and blacklists sources that aren't on the left. There's plenty of other comparisons between Wikipedia and Grokipedia. On Wikipedia, with Metroid, they talk about how Samus, the protagonist, is a trans woman. They talk about that. On Grokipedia, they don't mention any of that. They tell the truth. It tells the truth. It says that you think it's a man initially, and then you find out it's a woman, so she's a kind of feminine icon, which is true. None of this stuff about Samus being trans, no leftist propaganda. and historical revision. I could keep showing you examples. Gamergate, Grokipedia gives a much fairer history of that. The Hunter laptop, Grokipedia is much fairer. Great replacement theory, the theory that illegal migrants are being encouraged to come to the West, and when they do, their birth rate is higher than the natives of the country that they're coming to. On Wikipedia, the very title has propaganda in it. It tries to discredit the theory in the title. It says Great Replacement Conspiracy Theory. But on Grokipedia, it just says Great Replacement Theory. There's other things, the Russia investigation we could have a look at. It says in the first line, the Russia investigation origins conspiracy theory is a conspiracy theory narrative created by Donald Trump. It actually isn't. It's actually been revealed in the Durham report that the Russia investigation was created by Trump's rival Hillary Clinton, and recent press releases by Tulsi Gabbard have further confirmed that. But if we look on Grokipedia, it's much more truth-seeking. It doesn't try to dissuade you within the first line, and it's not overtly political. So Grokipedia is wicked, bruv, and I will never use Wikipedia again now that I have Grokipedia. So I urge you to only use Grokipedia, which is obviously much more truth-seeking than Wikipedia, going forward. So the left are now trying to smear Grokipedia. This is quite funny. So Wired have run with the headline, Elon Musk's Grokipedia pushes far-right talking points. AI created by Elon Musk is only biased insofar as far as I can see, some of its sources are from dishonest leftists. So if anything is dishonest on Grokipedia, it's actually probably going to be because of the left and the stuff that they've been posting online, in my personal opinion. It's not just Wired who are trying to smear Grokipedia, it's also Washington Post and other leftist articles like this. It's very, very funny. Those articles are signed off by leftists and they're written by leftists. Grokipedia is mainly just made by a computer. If the left are claiming that XAI has inherent bias coded into it, there's much less evidence of that than the AI that's created by people on the left. You've already seen Google's AI fail to give historically accurate image generation, race swapping historical figures and stuff like that. So the burden of proof is on the left if they're going to claim that Grokipedia is biased, because I haven't seen it yet. Wikipedia is big mad about this, of course. The Wikipedia article on Grokipedia says some content has been noted to align with Elon Musk's personal views on topics such as gender transition and former Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal. But actually, many people's opinions align with Grokipedia's information on gender transition. And that doesn't mean that it's biased. The final word on Grokipedia, I will leave to XFreeze on X, who says, when you open Wikipedia, the first thing you see, a full-page donation plea before you get into any info, with excuses like, we're not billionaires, but it's all agenda-driven content and layers of bias corrupting the internet. When you open Grokipedia, super clean, straight to the point, powered by Grok, relentlessly pursuing the truth. So there you go. It's live now. Go and use it. Tell your friends about it. Tell the normies about it. Tell the boomers about it. Make sure people start using truth-seeking AI as opposed to crazy, biased AI.